Alright, guys. It is time for another episode of ICYFAR. And once again, we have adults playing each other. Oh, is this even a setup? Look at the names. Jesus, bloody. Down here in the bottom left, bottom right, sorry, in the red, it is Wienersaurus. I'm just imagining a T-Rex, except instead of its head, it has a hot dog. It has a hot dog instead of a fucking T-Rex head. I don't... little arms. Jesus. Up here in the top left, it is Ace. We're gonna bloody Jesus. Just bloody children. It is a Zerg versus Zerg, and of course this is it takes two to tango challenge. So players were basically having to play mono battles, but with only 2 unit types. And we'll see exactly who has sent in this replay and who's trying to play out the challenge. Looks like both players are going to go for a rather quick expansion. If you guys want to get your replays in for next week, there's a few things that are necessary. Hot stones, hot steam, sweat, and the aroma of gooch. That's right, it is knife fight in a sauna. You're not allowed to go past 35 workers, so take the fight to your opponent fast and hard, make it sweaty, make it slippery, and I would love to cast your most back and forth games. Preferably ones that don't just end with the first attack, but the ones that drag on and get a little bit weird. Usually the ones that are the most entertaining to watch in that scenario. And, yeah. Oh, so people... Okay, everyone's mentioning in chat. Oh my god, the clan attack. Don't worry, guys. Ace up here is actually part of the estate of Lord Farquaad. And, yeah, after he got dethroned by Shrek, he's basically been part of the resistance. Part of clan, but Lord Farquaad is the true ruler of our land. Who's that? Who's that, guys? This guy looks familiar. He looks very happy. It's an interesting clan tag. Oh, okay. It just put it together. He's probably from adult films. Okay, never mind. Stop. God damn it. I was like, oh, is this a famous person I don't know about? Like, he looks kind of familiar. Okay, Jesus Christ. Blizzard, you guys have got to start checking the clans out there, okay? There's too much getting by Blizzard these days. Too many people. You know, Wienersaurus I think is a name enough, but I'm like, God damn it. I mean, it looks a bit more normal down here. It's pulled a worker off cast, making Ling Speed. The other one, though, is going Roach Warren, interestingly. So we're going to see a very quick Roach Warren. How much of a commitment do we see, though? There isn't really a lot of supply free, so just droning for the moment. And one roach, just one. Okay. Both players just chilling. Wienersaurus is going to come out with a third base. I'm coming out, and I want the Zerg to know. It's going to build that third base there. I always wanted to be a hatchery. I just wasn't brave enough, but now I am. There we go. Comes out and reveals that. 4 queens. So lots of queens here for Wienersaurus. Drone count is in the lead for Ace, but Ace, of course, doesn't have that third base and is continuing to drone up. Okay, so 2 gases, very quick lair, a few more roaches trickling out. Both players with some rather erratic overlord coverage, so they can't really see anything coming across the map, but no one really making an attempt to scout just yet. I would imagine Wienersaurus will be the first one to go across with the Zerglings. Oh, no, just one. He drew the short straw. He's like, oh, guys, we're going to go on a scouting mission. They're like, Bob, we don't have orders for that. They said to send 1 scout. Oh, he's not even a scout. He was pretending to scout. But then, when he went out of Overlord vision, he turned into a Baneling. And then he's just going to chill? Just chill? Is he? Or is he going to go? Are we going to go? Another one? Sending another one. Okay. Meanwhile, double evolution chamber. Roaches on the way here for Ace. So Ace is going to build a big old fighty army. Meanwhile, our Zerg player is going to go lair extra gases, but I don't know, man. This feels a bit better for Ace so far. He's up 5 workers. Yeah, you don't have a third base, but your opponent's not really using this third in any way, right? It's a bit slower to saturate the bases. The Lingbane not really doing anything in this game, just chilling. I do like a bit of a spine crawler just for a bit of safety there. Nothing safer than investing in a bit of hentai. Third base does now go down here for Ace. So Ace is just going roach speed, 1-1 upgrades, and there's going to be a very powerful timing of roaches when all those upgrades kick in, whereas the other Zerg is just building Lings and Banes and just chilling at home. Like, these are really good units for doing run-bys, counter-attacking, buying time, defending other Ling Bane. Making unupgraded Zergling Baneling, though, defensively, Ooh, Wienersaurus is going to have to do some good shit to get through in this scenario. Those roaches, when those upgrades kick in, are just going to have a big advantage. This Overlord comes in and says, hey, what's happening?
Has emerged.
What's happening here? Just have a bit of a perv on that base. And it's going to be a Spire for Ace. So I think Wienersaurus is also going Spire, but it's a bit late. He's still just massing Ling Bane defensively. Does Wienersaurus... Oh, Wienersaurus doesn't know about this third. It keeps poking in with this Overlord and seeing no third. So Wienersaurus thinks it's a 2-base Roach attack, so he's massing Ling Bane to try and be quote-unquote safe. And only now comes in and is like, oh, you're droning and you're taking both gases on the third. Drops their own Spire, but Wienersaurus is down on workers this whole time. We've got Tunneling Claw Roaches with Burrow on the way as well. Uh-oh. Oh, man. I feel like Ace here is in a great position. Wienersaurus... I feel like this Ling Bane could have overwhelmed these roaches at any point before 1-1 finished, right? But he's built all this Ling Bane and essentially hasn't really utilized them. So Ace gets away with being the greedier of the players without even walling off. And Wienersaurus here essentially invests in a Tunneling Bane but doesn't really use it. There's so much Zergling Baneling and it's droning only now. This is looking a little bit rough. Meanwhile, it looks like only roaches and mutas. So Ace has somehow, without even using a wall off, has bypassed that stage. No spine crawler, no wall off, literally fudge all safety. And now a Zergling run by comes in, but half of his army's still sitting at home. Wienersaurus here may just be the most tentative Ling Bane player I've ever seen in my life. Afraid to commit. Those roaches are way out of position though. These Lings starting to find some nice damage. They haven't really got the worker damage yet though. And the roaches come back. Good worker pool. So I like that they're going to go up into the main base. They have seen the Spire as well, which is good. But these roaches, more than a match. And those Zerglings, almost all are going to go down. Lots of mining time lost. But remember that there is way more workers out for Ace right now. That Queen, she wedges herself in the corner, takes on 3 Zerglings on her own. Easy peasy. The drones are going to go back to mine. Now, mutas are coming out way faster. Of course, Ace here, despite going for mutas, is still going for 2-2. So Ace is a little bit confused about what they're focusing on, whereas the mutas coming straight out for Wienersaurus. Once again, though, the problem is Wienersaurus' economy is a bit poopy. He's going to try and drone up and catch up here, but I think the mutas being out this early should give a lot of control and advantage. And suddenly, Wienersaurus, by the way, is disqualified from the challenge. Lings, Banes, and mutas. I believe we have detected a try-hard virgin. That's right, guys. If you're out there in the ladder trying to win, making multiple units, more than 2 or 3, not playing an ICYFAR strategy, you're probably a virgin. So the moment these popped out, we went, disqualified. Yeah. Sorry, you've been DQ'd. Just roaches still. No Zerglings. Hasn't even built mutas. This is monobattle so far for Ace, by the way. This is actually monobattle so far. There's no other units. Is it literally not even playing the It Takes 2 to Tango? Is like, no, I'm more hardcore than that. I make just one. By the way, Wienersaurus. Okay, I was about to say, if you don't notice that going past, you're going to be in trouble, mate. It's a lot of roaches coming in. Unfortunately for them, there's still those 400 Zerglings and Banelings from the start of the game here. Wienersaurus is like, I knew I built these for a reason. It was so 6 minutes later when the roach attack came in, I'd be ready for it. I'm like, okay, I'm not sure if that's the most efficient way to do things, but I'll pay it. You do defend your mineral lines there. The roaches go off. The mutas are like, well, they disappeared. Don't know where they could have gone, sir. And I'm like, shouldn't you continue to pursue their tracks? Well, I think maybe they went this way, but there's literally no way they could have gone. I'm pretty sure they're up here, all right? Don't fucking doubt me. I've got my special Cerberus mutalisks here. They're half metallic, half biological, and they're gonna go hunting. Meanwhile, these roaches are like, I thought we were going to die, but Wienersaurus finds them accidentally, and the roaches are coming back in. It's roaches versus mutas and Zerglings. Ace here is in mono battle territory, needs to find some damage. He's gonna wedge himself in the mineral line and kill one of his own roaches. He literally just killed Gary. One of his roaches didn't fit in with the crew. They're like, you don't fucking wear the same shirt as us? Do you think you're better than us, Gary? They unburrow in the middle of combat and literally did a mid-combat execution. Once again, Wienersaurus is going to let a bunch of roaches escape. Oh my god. By the way, the Corruptor swap is underway, guys. So Ace has said, I know what the second unit is. These roaches, they're not quite winning the dance. But you know what will win the dance? Mass Corruptor. 16 Corruptors up against 21 mutas. Corruptors are going to have an armor upgrade as well. They're going to do really well versus these mutas. That's going to be absolutely insane. And remember, Where are the upgrades? Only +1 to flyer attack, no melee, against +2 carapace roaches. So these roaches are going to be so hard for Zerglings to kill. Like, Zerglings will do almost nothing against these roaches. They'll get 2 shot, and they'll be doing 3 damage in attack against the roaches. So it's all about the mutas winning the Sky Warrior. Venusaurus, seeing the Corruptors, is like, whoa, get the hell out of there. It's trying to make more mutas. Has a bit of a gas bank, but not many minerals right now. And the thing is, if those mutas don't dominate the skies, the roaches will run in and ruin them on the ground. But a nice attack here. Venusaurus is just going to poke the head in a little bit, you know? Just see if I can peel back the outer layer of Ace's defenses, you know? And you know what? I think, oh, it looks like Ace with this 4th base did overcook this hot dog, and it bursts out of its skin. Oh, isn't that the most disappointing thing when you're boiling a couple of hot dogs? And then you're like, oh, I think it's almost done. You're about to pull it out, and then the seams just split, and they pop out of it. And then there's that weird kind of gray, pink fucking mystery meat. And now you have to look at it rather than the bright red plastic-looking stuff on the outside. You're like, ah, no, Jesus, not like that. Ah, shit. It's not a good thing, man. Nobody wants to fucking look at the insides of a hot dog. Mutas coming forward. Okay. Oh, that's a lot more mutas than there are corruptors. So maybe they can do it. Oh, yeah. Because they're like one-shotting these. No, they're not focus firing anymore, though. The corruptor count. Oh, a lot of these mutas not getting focused either. Both sides showcasing their beautiful lack of focus fire micro. But as the corruptors distract the mutas, the roaches are going to take advantage. They're like, okay, maybe you guys can beat us, but you're going to have to get dicked by the roaches. Remember, that looks like a lot of Ling Bane. They are tickling those +2 armor roaches. Ling Bane is worthless in this scenario. It is good for only one thing. And the Corruptor's like, no, don't go fight the roaches. Come over here, buddy. Come over here. So every time the mutas A-move, the Corruptor's going to try and bait them back. The Lings are doing literally nothing. Oh no, the Corruptors are going to get in there. The mutas are going to get on this. The 4th base does go down. Once again, though, Venusaurus has shown an inability to track these units. Is just not chasing them. Is not chasing. Are we not using control groups? What's going on? Or are there not overseers on these control groups or something? They just keep letting the roaches run straight past. Wiener, you got to A-move to the base the roaches are going to. You can't just A-move to where they are and let them run away. The mutas and the Lings finally catching up here. The Lings doing once again almost nothing. Oh my god. The mutas are right there, but they're so busy with the roaches. He unzips his fly and he pisses on his hatchery. Oh my god. Ace is like, guys, did you just see that? We literally just... This is where you get your commandos into your enemy's supply depot in the middle of the night, and they plant the C4, but then they go, you know what? Just so I can tell the boys a story, they unzip their fly and they piss on it before lighting it. The enemy guards are like, this dude's in our fucking base. They're setting C4. Wait, is he pissing on my tent? They finish pissing, then they run off and light the C4. That was what that was. Ace there with a ballsy maneuver. 21 Corruptors against 28 mutas here. The muta count's got to be careful. They've got +2 attack, but it's +2 armor countering that for Ace. And remember, the +2 armor is better because it is going to knock 2 damage off every single bounce, whereas the mutas are only getting half the damage and then a quarter of a damage with each bounce. The way mutalist damage works is they get +1 damage on the initial, but then it's 50% of the initial and then 50% of that. So 100, 50%, 25 on their 2 bounces after the initial attack. The Spore might help out, though. Oh, those Corruptors fly on top. The Spore does a good amount of damage. The Muta's doing good. These Roaches, though, unanswered on the ground. So the Mutas, they feel like they need to pull back and fight the Roaches. The Roaches just took out one of the Spore Crawlers, though. The Mutas need to just fight, man. If they don't overwhelm the Corruptors, they're just going to lose. They're trying to run away from the Corruptors. The Corruptors are just bullying them back. This Corruptor Roach combo here from Ace is really, really just Lord Farquaading Venusaurus, you know? I'm just saying, Venusaurus was like, oh, my name's Venusaurus. Doop, 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 doop. In came the Zerg police, Ace, and said, sorry, we're reorganizing society. And based on your outfit, you know, you are dressed like a giant hot dog. We know where you belong in society. Venusaurus was like, what? You can't tell me what to do. Oh, freedom of speech, free society. Ace, though, literally just threw a sack over his head, threw him into a fucking dark van, drove him off. Next thing he knows, he wakes up, he's in a train carriage, trapped. He's locked in a straitjacket chair. He's like, what is this? Where am I? Where are they taking me? He looks around, there's a whole bunch of other undesirables, people in hot dog costumes, someone who chews with their mouth open. There's a dude who keeps on saying, don't go in there, and shouting at the screen, and also talking out loud and asking questions during the movie. You know, like, they're the person who goes to Inception and doesn't have the common decency to fucking wait till the end of the film. They're like, wait, so is he going backwards in time? Why are they doing... No. It's they're inside his dream. They're inside his dream, Dennis. So, wait, how do they go inside his dream again? Shut the fuck up. Everyone in the cinema can hear you. You're on a train like that. Wienersaurus is. He's like, where are we going? The straitjackets release on the chairs. This fucking robot is like, we have arrived at your destination, and welcome to Ace Industries Trains, where you are now here. And you're like, oh, where is it? And you get up from your chair and you fucking wander over and you're like, oh, where did I get taken to? Next thing you know, the train door opens, you step out. What are you looking at? That's right. There is a wacky waving inflatable penis. You know what I'm talking about. We're not talking about a wacky waving inflatable arm, man. It's a wacky waving inflatable penis, because that's the first thing that greets you when you get off at Dicktown Central. That's right. Wienersaurus has been placed on the Dicktown Express against his own will. Ace has literally been fucking him with tutu roaches and corruptors pissing on his buildings. Wienersaurus is like, no, don't want to go to Dicktown. He breathes in. You guys know when you go to a really shit place that smells like pollution? Well, when you go to Dicktown, you literally cannot get the tainted scent of gooch out of your nostrils for weeks afterwards. Wienersaurus wanders around the town. He's like, no, I gotta fucking get out. I gotta get out. Ace is like, you can't leave. And he just fucking, he says, you're stuck here forever. Literally, it's gonna be like you've been in an oil rig. There's that, it sticks to the inside of your nostrils. Like, you're gonna need to pluck your nostril hairs to get the scent of gooch out of here, because you've been on a one-way trip to Dicktown. The thing is, people always, they try to get back into the train station. They don't let you back in. There's no way out, man. There's no way out. It's like that Train to Busan scene where they get stopped in that city and they're like, don't worry, guys, get off the train. This is a great place to hang out. They're all like, oh, okay, let's go down the escalators. It's pretty much that scene, except instead of a horde of zombies, there's a whole bunch of fucking C-grade citizens who've been forced into a place that smells like gooch. It's just a shit place, honestly. I mean, some people say, I like Dicktown. I'll tell you what, if you get taken there against your will, like Mr. Wienersaurus here, and you're still trying to fight these tutu roaches with what is now +1 melee zerglings, they're still basically useless. It's a sad time, man. Wienersaurus realizes, whew, let's see how many zerglings died trying to fight tutu roaches. 228 zerglings. Let's be real, I think they were responsible for 3 to 4 roach kills over the course of that game. The mutas actually killed a fair few, but the corruptor combo there, where the corruptors were like, fight us, come fight us. The mutas were unable to engage the roaches, and we saw the power of 2-2 roaches against 0-0 zerglings. So, Ace there does come out victorious, takes Wienersaurus to Dicktown, and what a fantastic game to finish off this week's ICYFAR challenge. It takes 2 to tango, and it turns out Roach Corruptor, an amazing combo in Zerg vs. Zerg, especially against these muta Zergling players. GG, well played. Thanks for the creative game, mate. Everyone watching at home, don't forget to get your replays in for next week. The challenge is knife fight in a sauna. That's right, we were just talking about the smell of gooch. Well, another place that doesn't always smell the best. Usually quite a few middle-aged, kind of overweight dudes sweating it out. What can I say? I want you to imagine what a knife fight would be like in a sauna. Slippery, you're falling over, it's hot, you can barely breathe, and it's an incredibly uncomfortable experience. And that's what the replays I want you guys to send me. You're not allowed past 35 workers, so you've constantly got to fight your opponent. You've got to get in their face, and you can't let them get too much economy because they're going to kick your ass because you're only allowed at 35. So send me your games that don't finish suddenly, preferably. The ones that go back and forth, have a bit of weird in them. Show me your creative strats, and hopefully you get featured in next week's ICYFAR. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Goodbye and good night.